folks, this is a weird one. I just got off a pretty major road where I ended up using all of my bars, like right down to zero. That's never happened before, and the car was behaving okay, but I put it into HV charge mode just to try to get some back, and 2 bars came back really quickly. So that was really weird. I wasn't putting a lot of stress on the car, I didn't think. The temperature outside, as you can see, it's about like 0, so it's not like it's minus 30. So that's really strange, but it's come back. At first I was actually a little worried there might be something wrong with the charging system or the recharging systems, because I had just driven it and frankly forgot to plug it in overnight, and I plugged it in this morning and it had about 6 bars, I would say, but it went completely empty. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and see what happens, and I'll update this video as some more interesting things happen. Thanks, folks. Okay, so now I'm parked while I'm actually waiting for my soon-to-be passenger. I've got an HV charge mode. It's not revving very high, like it's barely over idle, I would say. It seems to be behaving pretty normally. Just, you know, it wasn't doing anything too dramatic, I didn't think. I was going up a slight hill, kind of out of the valley to the airport here where I happen to live. The heat was not up high, again at 0 degrees, and it just drained itself completely, which again has never happened. I've gone down to 1 bar before, and then it makes the screaming, you know, the buzzy bees or whatever you want to call it, but it never has done that before. But it seems to be recovering just fine, and I'm going to sit here and idle in HV charge mode, not for very long of course, because I don't want to idle where I'm sitting, but interesting. I'll update as I get back to the house here and see what's going on. Thanks, folks. And interestingly, but not surprisingly, when I put it back into eco, i.e. I take off the HV long press charge, the car stops. So here, let's put it into the long press and see if it'll there. Yeah, see, obviously it has to turn on to charge, so that's interesting, but idle is enough when you're stopped to get the recharge going, which is good, I guess, because it's not very loud and not very noisy, and obviously won't charge it dramatically quickly, but better than nothing. And here, well, since I'm sitting here though, I'm going to turn this off there, and then, oh yeah, stay in eco mode. There we go. So yeah, that's enough those are enough bars to keep me warm while I sit here. 0 degrees isn't particularly hot, but it's not so bad here in a reasonably warm car. All right, more as I have it. Thanks, folks. Hi folks, just to put a bookend on my little 0 bar situation here I've had a few days ago. Like I said, it's a couple days later. Everything seems to be pretty much back to normal. It's charging, it's using up the electricity just like I anticipated. You will, however, see I've got a good 32.7 kilometer range here with a full charge, and that is exactly due to minus 18. So that is there's no way around that, unfortunately. I'm stopped here, so the motor has actually turned off, so I'm just running on electricity. But if I have the heat set to anything above like 25 Celsius, the gas motor will come on. But that's normal for this time of year, so everything seems to be back to or everything seems to be just fine, rather. There's nothing, no concerns, no odd behaviors, and certainly no failure to report. So that was interesting. I hope everyone's doing okay, and I hope your cars are still treating you as well as mine's treating me. All the best, folks.